Hi, I'm Garth Prince. I teach and perform African music across Canada, and I wrote the music for the album. The first song in the album is Grazing Back Home. I got the idea to take that music and to bring a story into it. That's really where the Grazing Back Home project started. I approached my friend Tolowa Molel to interlace the story with music. So it's basically the beginning of the album. It's how the album starts out.
He writes his thoughts, things he learns, and meanings of words. He writes about us, his little ones, and what we tell him. Clever boy.
Where I spend majority of my time is working in schools, and there are so many connecting points for schools with this. Of course, there's literacy, there is the sheet music inside. They can learn the piece and even do it as a performance piece. And what I wanted is for people to choose their own way to connect into the world of Grazing Back Home.
I'm Tololwa M. Molel. I'm an author of children's books.
And I'm the writer of Grazing Back Home story in this book.
I let the memories of growing up in Africa inspire me to come up with a frame. And the frame for the story consisted of Pevu, the main character, who grazes goats, his grandmother, his pet rabbit who narrates the story, and the trip that the boy and the rabbit take away from home to the city, and then they are returned back home, and there's a theme of grazing the mind. So all those formed the frame for the story. And then I worked with Garth and Jason, the illustrator, to shape the story to gel with Garth's music and Jason's pictures. I think it's important because the main character, Pevu, in the story I think he's a real role model for children. The mix of Garth's music and Jason's pictures and my story are a really multimedia experience for the kids, and it's really engaging that way. And they offer a view into a different way of life that would appeal to children.
The pictures made a lot of words redundant.
Yeah.
And I was always seeking out words to cut out of the story.
Yeah.
And the pictures really helped because pictures...
There are 1,000 words.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm Jason Bloor. I'm the illustrator behind the book. And what I really liked about this project was the ability to kind of work on something that was maybe from a perspective or from a storyline that I have not experienced myself. So I really took a good opportunity to speak to both Garth and Tolowa about what the life experience is of this character and kind of learn that in order to kind of bring that authenticity of that kind of story to life.
Some people, Pevu stops and says crying, "I'm sorry, Grandma, that I couldn't send back more money." "Yes, a pity," Grandma replies. "But even so, you did well, my Pevu." Luckily, too, rains came.
So thank you so much for watching and learning about our project. So if you want to help us bring this to life, please go on Kickstarter and pre-order yourself a book, a CD, however you want to connect to the story. There's so many options out there for you to connect to us and to help us bring this to life.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.